What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video on the Just Kidding channel. Sorry if I sound weird. I'm a little sick, I guess. So today we're going to be working on 240. I know I haven't in a long time, but I'm going to do my best. It was raining, so obviously I'm limited to the amount of things that I can do because the ground is still wet. But as you guys know, I had a problem with my harness and it wasn't allowing me to start the car by key, so I got one of these for racing only switch panels, and honestly I thought my center piece was a little bit smaller, so it pretty much looks like trash right now because of how much space that is, but who cares. I'm gonna try to see if I can wire that up today. Also gonna take apart my ECU in a second to see if there's a problem inside. Maybe it was like damaged by water a little bit or something. But I'm gonna see if I can take it apart and open it up, see if there's any damage, because my fuel injectors still aren't firing. So yeah, let's get these things done. Obviously this is my harness bar. I showed you guys the seats already. I actually can probably put this in now. I mean, I guess it doesn't really make sense to put it in now, but yeah. So as far as seat brackets go, they're on their way from Street Faction. Sorry if you couldn't hear me before because I have the mic on and I was behind the camera. So these PBM knuckles aren't worth the trouble. I spent $400 on them, and I want to run a mechanical e-brake. I could have got the GK Tech ones that Henry had, but I didn't even know about them. So I'm probably gonna get rid of these PBM knuckles since they've been out and they've been mounted. I'm probably gonna get rid of them for like $300 or $350. Because they're still brand new, have not even been used. I just mounted it on the car. So I'm trying to see if I could get rid of them and get the GK Tech brackets so I can still have the dual caliper setup, and then I should be good for the rear. 'Cause I want ball joints. Obviously you have to have ball joints, and with the PBM knuckles you can't have ball joints and have the e-brake assembly at the same time, unless you use something else. I don't know what everybody else used, but mine, the two bolts clashed, so I wasn't allowed to thread them in. So whatever, it is what it is. Try to get rid of it. That was $400 fucking wasted, which is very disappointing because I don't have money like that. So I'm gonna try to see if I can get the GK Tech ones and then get rid of these, and then yeah. But anyways, I'm gonna try to see if I can wire up that switch panel. I don't know how I'm gonna make it look a little decent because of how everything is right there. Alright, so for this fuse panel I only have red wire, so I'm just gonna use a red wire. So what we're gonna do is use this. So this switch is basically going to activate this button. So how I'm going to have to wire it from the back here, right? So I'm going to have to route power. So this is going to be the ground. This is going to be 12-volt power. This is going to be the power output that goes to this, because once you flick the switch, this is going to turn this on. And then from here, it's going to get power, and then here it's going to go to the starter. So basically, turn it over to starter once you hit the button. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video on the Just Kidding channel. So I just want to make this quick, I guess. So as you know, car still doesn't run. I actually bought a Noid light test kit to test the fuel injector wiring to see if it was gonna work, but my battery died. So I had to take the battery to AutoZone, make sure well, to get it recharged or whatever. So you guys know I bought PBM knuckles. PBM knuckles, in my opinion, aren't worth the time because I can't run my e-brake assembly with the PBM knuckles. I'll show you real quick. I showed this already, but I'm gonna try to knock it out, get it out of the way. Alright, so this is, that hole right there is where the ball joint goes through, and this nut is where it holds that. It's part of the e-brake assembly. So basically, when you put these two together, like, there's no way. I'll show you right now. See? They touch. So that's a waste of fucking time, because why would you put this on the bottom to begin with? So I'm getting rid of these PBM knuckles. It was a waste of $400. I'm trying to see if I can, because they still good. I'm gonna try to see if I can get rid of them for $400 with shipping included. So doesn't matter, whatever, shipping included. I'll pay for the fucking shipping, whatever. So yeah, I'm trying to see if I can get rid of those and get the GK Tech ones. I still have my stock knuckles right here that are e-brake friendly. You can tell by this hole right here. E-brake friendly, so I'm gonna try to see if I can get that out of the way so I can get my rear suspension back in. I'm gonna remove this knuckle. Same thing goes, gotta get rid of it. And the GK Tech brackets are 120 bucks instead of the $400 I spent for that. So I'm sorry if you couldn't hear me. I had the mic plugged in, but whatever. So yeah, so that goes for that. So on the inside, I wired up this for racing only switch panel. I'm gonna have to make a bracket for this because this is obviously too tiny for this. So yeah, but anyways, this wasn't too complicated to do. Basically, let's see if I could show this. It might not make sense because it looks very confusing right now, but it is what it is. So this and these two are grounds, right? And this is 12-volt power. So when you flick the switch up, it gives power to this, right? This gives power to the button. So once you press the button, it sends power to the starter solenoid. Really simple. That's it. So I got that to work. Then I found out my battery died. So that's a little annoying. I gotta find the seatbelt bolts so I can mount up this harness bar, because I'm supposed to, my seat brackets from Street Faction are supposed to ship out tomorrow and get to my house probably like next week. So I want to have the harness bar mounted so I could get the harnesses mounted, and then that's basically should be done for my seat. I gotta plug in all these wires underneath the dash for the dash. What else? My front suspension is basically finished, so this is basically done. I have to bleed the clutch. I may need a new clutch master because I tried to bleed the clutch and nothing was happening. So again, another problem that I have to look into. What else? I still need a downpipe, and I haven't got my drive shaft yet. I also need tires because I do got wheels. So I'm gonna show you the wheels in a second. And so far, yeah, that's what's been going on. Oh, and also I still don't have lights. So headlights, no problem. I know it's just a ground. For the rear, I sanded everything from rear to front. I sanded every ground. I'm gonna have to go over the wiring and then whatever, wrap it in electrical tape, make sure it's neat. But so yeah, that's where I'm at with that. I'll show you the wheels. I got what is it? I still need to get fluids for this too, so I'm gonna put some more engine oil in it, because as you can see, if you watch the other videos, the fluid came out while we was trying to turn over the engine, so I need more fluid for that. I need to fix these wires on this side because it looks like trash. I got hoses, but they fit really tight, so I don't know. I'll figure that out. I need to start clamping stuff down, making stuff neater, but when the car runs, I'll worry about form later. So let me just show you these wheels real quick. Alright, are you guys ready for this? I don't know if you are, but bam! These are Cosmos MR2 17x9. I thought I didn't have tires, but I completely forgot. I had summer tires on these car, and I got the Continental DWS, right? You may be wondering what tires that I had before. I had Dunlap Sport Max tires sitting right there. Boom. Still in good condition too. So I gotta just get these mounted. Crazy. So I mean, there is gonna be a stretch, because these are probably like, I don't know, 7.5, and then the wheels are 17x9. I mean, let me just show you the comparison to make it easier. Alright, so these are the tires right here, and those are the wheels. So it's gonna be a stretch, yeah, but it's not that bad, honestly. So yeah, this is what it is. Simple. I actually, which is crazy, I probably could put these wheels on this WRX, and then put the WRX wheels on the 240, but I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna put these on the 240, and yeah. So completely forgot I had these tires, which is great. I'm gonna probably see if I can go get them mounted or whatever, and yeah. Keep it simple, man. This is good. Okay, so the tires were sitting outside, so they got some water in it from the rain. So I just basically wrapped it up so I could put it inside my car. And the wheels I'm gonna put in the trunk so I can get them mounted. What's cool is they came with these dope valve stems. So, and they also came with the center cap. Shabam. So don't gotta really worry about that. But yeah, let me get this done. And of course, every time I get stickers, I slap it on that R6 over there. I don't know if you guys can see it. Bam, right there. I will slap it on the R6. So I'm probably just gonna slap these two Cosmos stickers on the R6. Alright, so I have 2 wheels in the trunk, 2 wheels in the back seat, and all 4 tires in the back seat. So I'm gonna try to see where I can take it to get it mounted and balanced for the best price, and then we'll be all set. Right, so we're back. Tires are mounted on the wheels, and it looks really good. Well, obviously the tires look like trash right now because they're dirty. I don't really have to clean them now because it's not that important. But let's walk over here. So I have this light. I forgot what it was called actually. Well, the Noid light. There we go. I have the Noid light on here, right, to see if my fuel injectors are getting power. I turned over the motor and it did not light up. So that's telling me one of 2 things that I already knew. It's either it's the wiring or it's why do these scam people keep calling me? Anyways, so it's either the wiring or it's the ECU. Alright, so since it's it might be one of 2 problems. Either it's the wiring, which it shouldn't be because that's brand new, or it's the ECU. As for wiring, I don't know if that's the problem, and I don't know how I'm gonna fix it. But ECU, I want to see if I can borrow someone's ECU if they have an S15 SR, and see if I plug it up and if it turns on. If I plug it up, it turns on, then it's definitely my ECU. I have to replace it. But if I plug it up and it still doesn't work, that's gonna be something I gotta check into. Maybe something's not right on this harness. Everything is plugged in to where it's supposed to be plugged in, and etc. So I really want to figure this out, because this is definitely a project that I'm doing by myself. You know, this is something that I really look forward to, and this is just turned out to be very complicated. Another thing that I noticed with the wheels is when I have the car at full lock, it rubs on the suspension arm. So I'm gonna have to give the front end some camber, which is not that bad. It doesn't matter. But I'm still gonna have to give it some camber. What else? Yeah, that's basically it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put these wheels on my WRX now, see how it looks on my WRX. So let's see. I don't know. I think it'll look good, because they're both gunmetal. Well, this is like a, well, those wheels are dirty, so you can't really tell if they're close color. But whatever. We're gonna try it, and then we're gonna see how it looks. All right, now I'm fucking pissed off, because the fucking dickhead that changed my fucking tires tightened the lug nuts too much, and the stud broke. Here it is. Not gonna lie, it does look pretty good. The whole stud issue pissed me off, but this definitely does look pretty good. I still think they're a little too small for the car, like, because I want to run 18s on this car, 18 by 9.5. Well, I mean, this looks good for right now, but I'm probably just gonna put the stock wheel back on, because that whole stud thing pissed me off. So, and I don't have proper lug nuts for this anyway, so I'd probably have to wait and order them, or get them from AutoZone or something like that. But it does look good. Just lowered, it would have looked even better. But it's fire, man, you know? I don't know about you guys, but now that looks perfect. That looks so good. And the fender's not even mounted correct 100% yet. But that looks so good. Oh man. I really can't wait to start driving this car. I'm gonna put the wheel in the back, see how it looks on the back. Even on the back, it looks really good. It still pokes out a lot, which I don't know why. Maybe it's the PBM knuckles. I have no idea. But like Kevin and Henry, they said that. Well, Kevin said his is flush. Henry has over fenders, and he has, I think he has spacers. So, but I don't know why it's sitting this far out. You could look at it from this view. That's how much is sticking out, which is wild. So when I put the stock knuckles back on, hopefully it'll change something. I don't know if it will, but hopefully it will, and we won't have that poke. I stand corrected. I need 2 fucking studs now. This one just decided to fucking break last minute, right at the tip. Broke off, and now it's fucking stuck in this lug nut. You fucking kidding me? What's going on, guys? We're back at it again. So apparently some people had some complications with the fuel injectors not firing while that 12-volt power switch for the starter isn't connected. So I'm gonna try and see if I can connect it now and connect it directly to 12-volt power when it should have 12-volt power, and then see what happens. Okay, I'm glad I didn't get my hopes up because this shit still did not work. I honestly do not know what else to try because I plugged the Noid light in to the fuel injector and it didn't come in. It didn't come on. So I was thinking maybe it's the Noid light. So I plugged I tested Noid light to ground and then power, and it turned on. So obviously the problem's still the same. So maybe if I switch the Noid light around, I'm gonna try that or whatever. Maybe it's actually not touching the prongs, I don't know. Okay, well, I even tried a different Noid light to see maybe if their connectors weren't connecting properly, and then the second Noid light I tried was even better than the first. It went in and seated itself, so that one was better than the first, but it still didn't light up. I checked for continuity in the harness. It gave me a reading of like 14.69 average. But I don't know, guys. This is becoming way more complicated than anticipated. It should have just plugged in, should have just started, it should have been finished. I shouldn't have had to have all these fucking problems. But like I said, if I could find somebody with a stock S15 SR20 ECU, I'm gonna see if I could borrow it to see if that is my problem, if the ECU is my problem. So yeah, I don't know. So I'm getting a lot of mixed opinions here because a lot of people say that I should be running a standalone so I could get a tune or whatever, so the engine could be running as best as possible. Kevin's telling me no, I shouldn't get a tune. Other people are telling me I should get a ROM tune. So I really don't know what the best thing to do is, because if I need a new ECU, well, a used ECU is gonna be like $400, and a ROM tune is around $400 or $500. But then other people are telling me like ROM tunes suck and that I should get a standalone and get it tuned by a professional. And standalone costs $1,000, and to get it tuned by a professional costs another $500. So I don't know what to do, because the more money I spend and the car just sits here, it just seems to be pointless. So I'm gonna try to see if the ECU is a problem. Like, I can't really get my ECU fixed because I don't know if it's the problem. So I need to find someone who has a stock ECU that I can borrow. I'm gonna try to see if I could call JDM New York today, see if they'll let me put like a deposit down so I could run out to Queens, borrow it, come back, check it. If it does run, obviously I need a new ECU. If it doesn't, then there's obviously another problem, which I'm not understanding why. But yeah, so I'm just trying to see what my options are, because this shit is more complicated than it should be. And yeah, but with the wheels on the car, it does look pretty good though, I'm not gonna lie to you. Damn, those look fresh. So yeah, please like, comment, and subscribe for more videos. Have a good one.